Hello, welcome to the stream. How are we doing? Bit of an interesting one. I'm not gonna lie, it's partly a filler stream, but it's an interesting filler stream because I think if we come back to this in maybe, it'll be less than a year, probably like 10 months, maybe even 8. Thinking very long term. But yeah, it is something we can talk about now. Then for the stream, I haven't actually got any graphics done. Well, I'm going to be using like the standard, like the one with that one. I'm going to be using that one again. You're probably wondering why I haven't made graphics. You've got certain players on your phone now. So I'm getting a lot of messages. I'm just going to pull over my bag. I've got my phone in my bag here, but yeah, in this, who is spamming me? It cannot be that good. There we go. But yeah, in the stream, I mainly just want to have a look at an array of players, not really targeting certain ones. Musiala, we'll look at him. We'll look at the people I have in my phone now, and you're probably wondering, why's Rodri there? Rodri is a Man City player. Why is he a part of Project 2025? But it's partly because of what I mentioned in that stream from the other day. But enough of me just yapping and you guys not being able to see anything. Let's actually look at something meaningful. So I'll put transfer market now. Musiala. We'll have a look at Musiala first. He is kind of the front and centre. Apologies for such a late scheduling as well. I think I scheduled this at like 2:30. It's mainly because of how busy I was at work. And so I really didn't get a lot of chance to schedule it any sooner, but got it up now. So yeah, feel free to leave your comments. Gonna pull up Musiala now. My computer, I diss this computer a lot for being slow, but gotta say it's been absolutely fine recently. Touch wood. Don't want to jinx that. Let's pull up Musiala. Oh, I say that. Alright, there we go. Not lagging anymore. And now then we will share screen. So really get this rolling. Share screen. Jamal Musiala player profile. There we go. There he is. So now the interesting one here, okay, my City fans and certain journalists are kind of reporting this one is because of his contract situation. His contract expires in 2026, and to my knowledge, there have been issues. To my knowledge, it hasn't been such a walk in the park as you'd maybe expect for a German player playing for Bayern Munich, like it does tend to be. Apologies, just got a message. But yeah, there are apparently contract issues, and the main club being spoken about by anyone, not that many clubs are even linked, is City because of Kevin De Bruyne approaching the back end of his career. But Musiala is kind of being labelled as the guy to replace him if we were to go for anyone. Again, what I do say about this is that by 2025 you'll have 1 year left as things stand, which means it would be it would be the cheapest we could ever get him for, if we're being real. I'm just getting a lot of messages right now, so I do apologise for looking down a lot. Sorry about that. I got so many people messaging. There goes my timer. Blinking heck. looks good. So yeah, on Musiala though, being labelled as the main target from certain journalists. We've had no one like huge talking about it, not to my knowledge. He's kind of like come from Bayern Munich's academy. I think he was at Chelsea at one point in like very early stages of his career, but I can't remember, if I'm being honest. But since coming out of that academy, it's only been up for him. He's not stopped. Appears to only be getting better, and has been in the first team for a good while now. A very good while. So clearly a quality player if he is playing for Bayern Munich, and you can understand why City want him. Now then, let's have Chelsea. Knew it. Let's click on here and have a look at his stats. He's already got a goal this season in the Bundesliga with Vinny Kompany's management. So we'll go to 23-24. Why not? See what's what there. So last season, 20 G&A. Not too bad. But again, this was a season to forget for Bayern Munich. Third in the league. Not the best. And it's fair to say Leverkusen had their number. Really, for this season, you really want to look at Florian Wirtz. But we'll go to 22-23, because I think this was like an amazing season for him, if my knowledge is correct. Yeah, 32 G&A. A really, really good year. I think this was like the year he truly broke into that first team. In the season before, I think he was in their bits. Hello, MCFR. How are you, mate? I hope you're doing good. I'm good, thank you. We're currently looking at Musiala. If you, by the way, this is a stream where I'm not locked down looking at certain players. So if you want to have a look at anyone, lad, just say the name, and we'll move off Musiala soon, and then we'll look at that player. But also, let me know your thoughts on Musiala, because is this a deal that could really happen, or is it just a bit of a stretch that City fans are really hoping for? Because there are City fans that I'm sure really would like this to happen. But yeah, it's a interesting deal, but there's no doubt talent in here. And these rumours have been going on for a while now, because the contract thing has been happening for a while now, I think since the beginning of last season. No one's really known the score on it. And if it's not sorted by next summer, it's got to be sorted this season, I'm sure, for Bayern. It'll be a priority. So they've really got to crack down on it. I think Bayern will look at it, because teams will light up, Real Madrid don't need him, but, stuff like that can happen. It could be like with Kylian Mbappe, where they were like, hey, we'll give you tons of money now, but if you don't accept it, we'll get him next season. It didn't quite go like that, but, it can just be like that. Or there's the other way around. What have we got here? Off topic, but I've been looking at those streamers who've made it big, and it's cups and draw streams that have done it. Like this streamer was like you and me. He did an FA Cup third round and got 50k views on the stream. Blinking heck. Cup draw streams. Man, I was gutted to miss the Carabao Cup, I'll be honest, I just completely forgot. I didn't know when it was going on, and I was clumsy not to check. I knew the Carabao Cup games were happening, but it just didn't clock in my head to look for the draw. It was a really silly mistake by me, but 50k views is something. And I mean, I've got to say, I can kind of agree with that. In all honesty, I have a couple of good, well, I say good. They're not like 50k, but they're like, I have one, I think, over 500 views, I'm pretty sure. So I can kind of back that up. That doesn't surprise me, in all honesty. I miss it too because of holiday, though. I'm hoping I don't miss the next one. I'm going to be extra sharp on it. Helps that I will be doing a watch-along on it. By the way, guys, it's mainly you, MCFR, but anyone who watches this back, the gaming channel, the Gaming Connect channel, will be made tomorrow, like as an official channel. It is going to be a YouTube channel. I don't know if I already made that or not, but it is going to be made tomorrow. You'll be able to subscribe, and then there will be community posts asking questions what you want for the career mode and all that. Just get a bit of interaction going nice and early. But yeah, just thought you'd like that. But anyway, back to this. Feel free to ask me off-topic questions. We don't have to just speak about this and only this. I'm more than willing to speak about others. But you can understand why Sissy would like a player like Jamal Musiala. I think it's obvious. Do I think we'll get him? I don't know. It really depends on this contract situation. If the deal is signed, if they manage to sort it out by this season, then I don't think we get him. But in my opinion, I think if Sissy really want him, then you got to start talking now. Okay, beat Bayern to it. All right, go to Musiala and be like, yeah, come join Sissy. Come take up the mantle. Come De Bruyne. Pitch it however you like. You know. And that is how you should start talking now. I actually watched it. Oh wait, one of my favourite streams, the FA Cup draw stream with your dad. Was that the one where we got the timing wrong, and so it went on for quite a while? That was surprisingly good because we were disappointed with the fact that we got the timing on it wrong, but then we were also happy that. We were happy because we had quite a decent chat on it. Yeah, over 500 views. And then we ended up just watching the Liverpool game, I'm pretty sure, whilst that happened. I just ran through a spider web. Horrible feeling. Oh, trust me, I know it all too well. Yeah, the one you got the wrong timing. Yeah, I've just checked it now. Yeah, that was a fun one because we had a really interactive chat. I can really agree with that, and I really hope I don't miss the next draw thing. Even my Champions League draw thing that I did in response, the one that I was really late to, even that one for a stream that was hours after the draw had taken place, it's not done too bad. In all honesty, 80 views. 80 views obviously isn't phenomenal, but it definitely could be worse. Anyway, let's get off Musiala. Let's have a look at Florian Wirtz. I know I've got him here somewhere. There we go. That should do the trick. Hopefully. Yeah, but basically musialmost similar age profile to well, not almost, it just is similar age profile to Musiala. He's already started the season well. He's a key player to the Invincible side from last season. I'm pretty sure he absolutely smashed it last season as well. He's got incredible stats in the Bundesliga as well, if you have a look at that. We'll move on to that. My computer's been a little bit slow on this loading, so hopefully that speeds up in just a sec. When is Tommy and your dad back on? I hope I get my dad back on relatively soon. Hopefully for the sake of the derby. Hopefully. And Tommy, I'm not sure. Grealish routed the Irish. I know. I saw him. I've just seen so many comments like celebrating against his old nation. That doesn't bother me that much because lads, look, reveal, I'm not Irish. So what happens in that game, I don't really mind. I'm happy with how Grealish did. But I mean, back to this though. Again, this is just another example of a really good season from these two young midfielders. For 38 G&A, that's like Jude Bellingham numbers. I'd like to mention. I think Jude's got 42. His Phil Foden numbers. He is established one of the best midfielders in the world. But now then, a lot of people think he could end up at Real Madrid, but I don't know. Real Madrid. Do you reckon that all these superstars could cause an issue? They are bringing in not just really good players, but they are bringing in superstars. They are bringing in Erling Haaland's and Kevin De Bruyne's, they are bringing in huge names. Do you reckon that can all gel? Musiala is clear of Bellingham and better than Foden. Yeah, that's interesting. Do you like the Irish? I'm not really bothered going Brentford game on Saturday. I hope you have fun, lad. Hope you really get the win. Musiala clear Bellingham better than Foden. Yeah, I do want to watch more Musiala, you know. I feel so if he did come to City, that'd be really nice to see. So yeah, it'd be nice to watch a lot of that. But yeah, Wirtz is another name. Contract is a little longer, but I think Leverkusen, they kind of got the original thing was that this guy was going to leave after Euros 2024, but you know that was what was said originally, but that hasn't happened. So what happens now? I guess he's staying. For how long? I really don't know. I don't know how long he's going to stay now. Because he can really just up and go at any time, any club would take him, as long as he doesn't end up at Chelsea or any Big 6 team, but especially Chelsea. I'm sick of players going to Chelsea. Foden hasn't done it on international level, that's why. Yeah, that's fair. Apparently Madrid want Rodri, Wirtz, Saliba next time, and Davies too. That would be probably the greatest summer of all time if they pulled that off. That is insane. That's over 100 million on Rodri. That's over 100 million on Wirtz. That's over 100 million on Saliba. And Davies up for debate. Doesn't his contract end this season? So that's a load of money. They've got to have an absolute war chest. I know they only bought in Mbappe and Endrick this summer. But still, they've really got to pull out the war chest for that. But we've got to do everything to keep Rodri. We've really got to sweet talk him this season because there is not a lot of time to. And Real Madrid, I'm not gonna settle for second fiddle. They're not gonna on second choice, really, are they? But again, this is the other name that we could go for. We'll go have a look at Guimaraes now. Is it Guimaraes or Guimaraes? $85 million. He is 27 this year, so I mean he's not a youngster. He is a senior player, well and truly. But again, he's a key player for Newcastle. They're not the same team without him. I think it's fair to say. And he's a very, very talented player. As opposed to what he brings to Newcastle in terms of goal contribution, 17 G&A for a player in his position is not too bad. Okay. Did you see the news we gained 715? I know. It's interesting. I don't know why we don't sign the players that we can easily go get. Money isn't the issue with us because we bring in so much of it. Money isn't the issue. I just wonder why we don't make the signings we can. Because we needed a Rodri backup, and I know we got Gunda. Quick question. You trust the real Tommy nowadays? I don't trust him. I take everything I read from him with a pinch of salt, to be honest. You know, I don't. He's obviously not the most trustworthy fella in the world. Didn't he say we would sign a good couple of players? I can't quite remember. Or that our business wasn't done yet, or something like that. I can't remember the ins and outs, but. For me, you got to take him with a pinch of salt. He might get it right sometimes. I mean, yesterday he said that he's ready to do it. Musiala's ready to do it in Man City. So, I mean, I hope he's right on that one. But I mean, I genuinely. He had a stinker this summer. I remember at the start and the end of the summer, he said, "I'm keeping an eye on TBs. I just don't know." Is normally right, and normally says you think instead of it will happen. I say, Yeah, it's an interesting one. MCFC Tone is a nice guy too. Don't track him as much, but maybe not as much as I should either, to be honest. I probably should keep an eye on him. Man, for some Memphis Depay going to that Brazilian club, what a, like, no offense to the Brazilian club, but what a downgrade that is for him. Going from Atletico Madrid to that Brazilian team. And that's, again, it's no disrespect to the Brazilian team, but like playing in Champions League football, so just dropping down like that. Shame. So there is yeah, I think that just clicks that. City haven't had like a 300. City haven't had a summer as big as that. Like the biggest summer I can think of is Pep's like second season, where we brought in Edison, Bernardo, Walker, Mendy. You know, we spent a lot of money that summer. Did we sign a fifth? I can't remember. I mean, last season was pretty big in terms of signing as well, and even treble season because we got Haaland in. But yeah, interesting. Now, but City spent, you got not the biggest chance in the world to sign 300 million worth of players for City. It's not a big chance. But to wrap up Bruno Guimaraes, I think the bottom line is with this one, he's just great to have alongside Rodri, I think. You know, Gundogan isn't going to be the number one guy to play alongside Rodri, no matter how good Gundogan is. He is aging a bit, so we have to keep an eye on that. And Kovacic, man, is he going to Saudi? I don't know. I saw that like one Saudi post, not by Fabrizio, but by someone. I'm pretty sure you'll know at MCFR. But I saw that one post, and now I'm like, what's happening? Apparently they want him in January. There's no way they get him in January. There's no way City would allow that. We don't like to do January business. I doubt we could see that. Yeah, that was days to forget, I think. Days to forget. Man, City Extra. Man, I know, I looked at the content the other day, and I looked at the content because, I won't lie, sometimes last season when I was like struggling for content, and especially during this kind of period, international break, struggling for content, I see something, anything, just a little something just to give me a hand, and then I'd go to their channel and I'd think, oh, there's something maybe. Yeah, there's something. Okay, but they haven't, when was the last live stream? I don't think they've done an actual like video in 8 days. There's just nothing. There's absolutely nothing coming in. Yeah, post-match press conference 8 days ago. Premier League predictions 13 days ago. There's just nothing coming through. By the way, I know I'm pretty rubbish, but you can copy me whenever you want. No worries, lad. No worries, lad. I have seen a couple of your streams. Like, I don't do Nations League, so that's why I haven't been doing that. But I have been looking at some of this. I mean, I was tempted to do Q&A, but I don't know if I've got. I don't know if I have quite the audience for that. I think you've got to have the audience because I'm not gonna lie. I actually, about a year ago, when I had viewers coming in, but like I don't think I beat 200 subs yet. I did a Q&A stream. You're probably like scratching your head right now, like, what? No, you didn't. But like, I was live for like 8 minutes and I had no views, so I just ended the stream. So I think once I have a consistent viewership and all that, I think that's when I'd probably do one of those. But yeah, I probably will take ideas from your channel and others. You know, I mean, I don't see that much shame in it because if you're reporting on like transfer news, for example, Like let's say someone beat me to Musiala during the Man City. Okay, then like it would only make sense for me to. Okay, unless I like copy their content word for word, then it's like, okay, what are you doing, man? What are you absolutely doing? Like it's like if I watch City Extra's Hot Ones video and then I just recreated that with my dad and like clip for clip. And sure, it'd probably be a bit different. My views all disappeared, and then I made a community post, and suddenly loads of people in streams again. Though. Yeah, it's weird, the algorithm and viewers and all that. It is, but I mean, I guess it's just something you gotta roll with. Do you think my thumbnails are better now, by the way? Absolutely not. The upgrade has been absolutely insane. You know, I think back to in like a year ago of your thumbnails, and your thumbnails weren't bad, you know, but like I think these current ones are like so much better. That's my look on it anyway. Yeah, your current ones are great, man. Keep them up. Other players. What other players could we look at here? Let me know if you've got any ideas. They were bad. Yours have always been class. I do try to put a lot of effort in. I've spent just so much time just looking at my thumbnails and just thinking what can be done, where can be improved. I do admit though, I do think I need to kind of switch it up a little bit soon because at the moment they're looking very samey. Like at the moment it's, you know, writing in the middle and then just 3 different people on the top. I do think it does need to change a little bit. I tried changing it a bit with the 48 hours apart, the fixer scheduling by having 2 players, but it's kind of been following that trend, and I think I need to try and change that a little bit. Once you get like 200 plus subs, it's so hard to do shoutouts because if you leave someone out, they get offended. I know, trust me. When I did that like huge thank you post, when I can't remember what it was for. Oh yeah, it was for 1 year. When I did that huge thank you post, I was trying to make sure I didn't miss anyone, literally anyone and everyone. I'm sure I did miss like a couple of people, but. I like said thanks anyway. Any other players? I've mentioned Rodri, how crucial it is we keep him in the summer. I'm not going to go into it too much because I did do a video on it, but we have to with Rodri. Like how I said, we've got to work on Musiala now if we do want him. We've got to work on Rodri now to convince him to stay. We've got to. I don't know what you got to do. Give him a new contract. I know that apparently there is a contract on the table, but we've got to do everything because we can't let Real Madrid just walk in and be like, "Come here, Rodri," even if no matter how good their pull is. Oh, absolutely. That is just I think how it goes. With people sometimes. Sometimes you encounter some proper funny guys who are cool and all that. Well, it's just frustrating. Oh, lad, you're approaching the end of the stream, but big ups anyway. Might do a stream on the way to the Etihad, but then I don't want someone to come up to me. You get what I mean? Yeah, I know. I get you. Thoughts on Foster Hill. Iconic move. Out of the blue as well. Didn't see it coming, Frost, but hey, the beauty of football, am I right? By the way, Frost, I told MCFR early in the stream, so I'll tell you now, the gaming channel's being made tomorrow. Okay, so that if you want to go subscribe, you can. Like if I did one walk to the Etihad, what if someone comes up and they know me and then they know what I look like? I know that is the concern, isn't it? Especially when you're trying to keep your face hidden. Stream on it tomorrow. Probably no stream. The first stream is still set to be on the 20th when EAFC drops. But there's going to be community post polls, hopefully every day or every couple of days, asking you guys what you want to see in the career mode. Because we could just do a bog standard clean one. But who knows? Maybe you guys want to switch it up a little bit. Yeah, that's why I ask questions. I could wear a balaclava, even though I don't have one. Yeah, you'd have to get one quite last minute, wouldn't you? The 20th, yes. In 11 days, it will start. Officially. The channel will be made and you'll be able to look at it and all that tomorrow. Alright, though, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Frost, I know your time on here was brief, but big ups to MCFR for being here for the whole thing, and big ups to you, Frost, for tuning in, even though it was near the end, which is absolutely fine. The view is still very much appreciated. Feel free to like, feel free to subscribe. If you want an extra short idea, look at my latest. It's done good. Yeah, I think I did see it. Is it the one with like the skull emoji? I'm gonna do that. I think I will do that because I've seen that on like TikTok as well. It just does well. I know, Frost. I apologize. Thank you all for tuning in. You guys are great. Always, man. Thank you all so much. I'm gonna try to be live tomorrow. It just depends if I can get it up working in here. That is all that's stopping me. There is a day coming up that I just won't be able to go live. That is the reality on that. Hopefully I can avoid that. No, I can't. I can't avoid it. I just straight up can't. But thank you for tuning in anyway. And yeah, I'll let you know about that day soon. Don't worry, it's not a day where there's a game going on or anything like that. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.